on the screen?
Ya, ada.
Okay. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Muallim Ahmad Rashid Ridha. You can call me Muallim Rashid. Okay, I'm the head unit of discipline and Taadib unit. Okay, we call it as Taadib. Okay, with me, I will be helped by my colleagues. Okay, my Taadib officers. There is Muallim Hisham and Muallimah Adibah. Okay. I hope that all of you already know them, okay, because Muallim Faiz already introduced us to you this morning. Okay, so I will directly go to the school rules, okay, for the part 1. Okay, part 2 is for the next slot. Okay, for part 1, basically I will touch about what you can do and what you cannot do, and what to be observed. Okay, what is the consequences of breaking the rules of laws of the schools. Then I will talk about this in this part. Okay. Okay. So the schooling period. Okay. We begin with the schooling period. Okay. Our schooling period, school hours is from. This is for the actually physical class. Okay, physical school. Okay. For the online school, we will use another backup plans. We have another session that the school will provide to you the tentative and the timetable letter. Okay, but this is for the physical school, for our actual school time. Okay, our school hours is from 8 in the morning and until 4:30 in the evening. Okay, so meaning that dari pukul 8 hingga pukul 4:30, between this 8 o'clock until this 4:30 o'clock, you have to observe all the school rules. Okay, meaning that you have to follow the rules. Okay, so students must arrive and gather in school premises before 8. Okay, meaning that you have to be at the school by 8. Okay, not after 8. If you breach that, then you will subject to the another consequences lah. Mostly we will give warning and whatsoever. Okay, and this also will reflect your marks in your interaction and also your appreciation, your academic achievement, akhlak, and whatsoever. This with the latecomers will be deducted the marks. So meaning that if you want to be the best students in the school, then you have to follow this time. Okay, you have to be in the school premises before 8 a.m. or latest by 8 sharp. Okay, because 8 o'clock normally we will begin with the class. Okay, we will begin with adab class. Okay, and you are not allowed to leave the school compound during the school hours, meaning that you cannot go out of the school during this time. Okay, let's say sometimes your friends calling your name from out of the school, then you just get out of the school. Cannot. If you do that, then the teachers will take action against it. Okay. So hopefully that you will remain in the school compound unless you are allowed to go out. Let's say we have field class. Okay, let's say you have to do the practice out of the school, and this should be done with the help of the teacher, meaning that you have to be observed by the teacher. You cannot go alone. Okay. Absentee, okay, those who cannot come to school must provide show cause letter or medical leave certificate. Okay, meaning that you have to provide surat. You have to provide a letter telling that why you cannot come to school. Okay, you have to do that because this is other than to be record. We have to record this in order to mark your achievement, your performance in the school. So this is among the most important thing. Okay, hopefully this year you can do this. Okay, you can provide the course letter, show course letter. Okay. Okay, next is any form of meeting, feast or celebration to be conducted in the school compound and during the school hours must obtain permission from the headmaster. Okay, meaning that we are allowed you to to, let's say you want to celebrate your birthday, you want to conduct some sadaqah, okay, you want to provide the fees to the students, then you have to obtain the permission from the headmaster. Okay, meaning that you have to obtain the permission from the headmaster. Okay, you're not allowed to be in any classroom after or before the school hours. Okay, unless with the permission of the teacher with authority. Okay. Okay, you are not allowed to bring any person or company from outside of the school, meaning that you cannot simply bring anyone into the school, okay, unless you obtain the permission from the headmaster. Let's say you have bodyguard, okay, you cannot bring your bodyguard, you cannot simply bring your bodyguard into the school, okay, or you maybe have personal PA, okay, you have personal person that will help you, okay, you have to ask permission from the headmaster first, okay, you cannot simply just bring any person, okay. And you're not allowed to use the school address for personal use, okay. Manada, you cannot use the school address. Let's say you want to buy something from Shopee, okay, you use the school address, cannot. Students are not allowed unless with the permission of the headmaster. Maybe you want to give something to the school, then you want to use the school address, then you can ask permission from the headmaster, okay. Student who wish to exit the school compound or getting picked up by the parents guardian within the school hours. Maybe some of you have to get out of the school earlier. Maybe you have emergency, or maybe you have the you have to go to other classes, okay, other special class. Then you must fill in the form, okay, provided by the school. You can refer this to your homeroom teacher or school administration. You can go to our clerk and whatsoever. Okay. Students who need to remain in the school premises after the end of the school hours must remain and stay within the school compound. Okay, this also maybe after 4:30 we will have transit session. Okay, during this transit session, you cannot go out, okay, unless with the permission with the teacher in charge. Let's say one of the teachers in charge in taking care of you, maybe transit teacher or whatsoever. You want to get out, you have to get the permission first. Okay, if you want to, well, if you can use the excuse, okay, let's say you want ada pakcik nak datang jemput saya kejap lagi, no need, you must stay in the school and wait for your wait for the person to come in and fetch you. Okay, you cannot simply get out, okay, because this is for your own protection. Okay. Okay. Student not allowed to access any prohibited area without express permission from any person in charge. Okay, in school we have some prohibited area like teacher's room, like headmaster's room, like our stores. Okay, you cannot go, you cannot enter that room. Okay, you cannot just simply access that area without permission from any person in charge. You have to ask permission. Okay, let's say if you want to enter the teacher's room, you can just knock the door. Assalamualaikum, may I see Muallim Hisham, may I see Muallim Faiz. Okay, you can do that, but with the permission. Okay, because this is to actually one of the preventive measure. Okay, because we want to prevent you from being accused of stealing. Let's say one of the things is lost, okay, stolen maybe, but you are the one that enter that area in that time, so you will be the culprit. So if you don't want you to be the culprit, you want to avoid fitnah, you have to avoid this prohibited area. Okay, prohibited area also include the opposite gender toilet. Let's say you are a boy student, then you go to the girl student, then it is prohibited. Okay, so you cannot do that. Okay. Recess period. Okay, the period is provided by the school timetable. Okay, normally from previous year we will have our recess from 9:30 to 10. Okay, daripada pukul 9:30 hingga pukul 10. Then we already changed a bit because of pandemic, so we have to comply with the SOP. So we changed a bit, but the basically still the basic is still normally we will conduct our recess in the school from 9:30 to 10 a.m. Okay, and you are not allowed to be in any classroom during this period. Okay, meaning that you cannot be in any classroom. Okay, if any teacher found you in the classroom during the recess period, the teacher can take further action. Okay, this is also for our protection, for your protection, for the whole students' protection. Okay, because sometimes the students bring something to school, bring money to school, let's say, okay, bring handphone to school, bring laptop to school, because of they asked by the teacher to bring it, then they put it in the classroom. Okay, or sometimes we have like apa, kita ada pasar, we have Mandarin market, we have Arabic market, Suq Arabi or whatsoever. Okay, that thing, okay, that period normally the person will left that thing inside. So if the thing is lost, then you are the one that in there, then you will be the culprit. Okay, so if you don't want to be the culprit, you have to avoid to be in the classroom during this period. Okay, students must remain and stay within the recess hall. Okay, meaning that you have to stay there after, even if you already finished the food, then you have to wash your hand, then you have to sit again. Okay, wait there until the teacher in charge allow you to go. Okay, normally before we will allow you to go 5 minutes or 10 minutes before 10 lah. Okay, before the beginning of the class. Okay, but not too early. Okay, you cannot think that after you finish the food you can simply go to return to your classroom. Cannot. Okay. Okay, students shall keep the cleanliness of the recess hall and throw away unwanted materials into the garbage bin. Okay, you have to pick up your leftovers and put it inside the garbage bin. Okay, in case, okay, of there is need to go to the toilet, let's say you want to go to the toilet or you want to leave the recess hall for other permissible purposes, maybe during the performance time, okay, sometimes we will have event, okay, like appreciation day. Okay, normally we will have performance. Okay, then you need sometimes to do the rehearsal or need sometimes to do the practice. So you can take this time, but you have to ask the permission. Let's say you want to go to that practice, you can ask from the permission, teacher, I want to go to the classroom for the performance by Muallim Al-Faisal. Okay, let's say. Then if the teachers allow, then you may go. Okay, this is also for your own protection. So you have to observe this. Okay. Now class period. Okay. In the classroom, okay, students shall pay attention during the class and respect the teacher. Okay, meaning that you have to focus in your class. You cannot simply talking to your friends. You cannot running in the class, because this is also among the adab. Okay, the adab as a student. Okay, adab with the teachers. So you have to respect the teacher. Okay, if there is no teacher in the classroom, okay, let's say the teachers still not come yet, or the teachers is absent, or maybe the teachers have emergency, okay, so students shall remain silent and behave in your own respective place. Okay, not because the teachers absent, oh, you suddenly making noise in the class, playing around, cannot. Okay, you have to remain seated. Especially during this pandemic, you have to remain at your place. You cannot simply touch other friends. So you have to remain silent. Okay. If you wish to leave the classroom in the absence of the teacher, let's say no teacher in the class, but you want to go to the toilet, you can ask permission from your class monitor. or your assistant class monitor. Or if both absent, then you can ask permission from any prefect in the classroom. If still absent all of them, yeah, then you can go to the next class. You have to mention to that teacher you want to go out to the toilet. Okay? Okay, students are not allowed to disturb classmates or interrupting the learning process. Okay, meaning that you cannot, during the learning process, during the teachers teaching in the front, you want to call your friends, you want to, you throw something to your friends, then it is interrupting the class. So it is against our rules. Okay, you can play, but during the play time, not during the learning time. Okay, not during the lesson. Okay, and sometimes even during the lesson, the teacher will allow you to play relating to the subjects. Okay, sometimes, so you can play at that time. Okay, no need to play during the class hours. Okay, no need the lesson time. Okay, if you want to leave the class, okay, you have to ask permission from the teacher. Okay, this I can see. Sometimes, let's say the teacher is taking care of you during the recess period. Okay, last time, okay, during the pandemic, we cannot go to the dining hall to eat. So you have to eat in your classroom. Okay, I see that some of you already finished the food and already washed the hands, and then sometimes a friend come and calling you, then you just go. You cannot do that. Okay, you have to ask the permission from the teacher. Okay, because that is how you respect the teacher. The respect is our golden rule. Okay, when leaving the classroom at the end of the period, you have to turn off the light and air conditioning, air cons. Okay, our school have fully air conditioned. Okay, we have full air con, meaning that all classes have their own light and air cons. So I hope that the last person, okay, to go out of the class, you have to turn that off. Okay, the last person. Okay, remember that the last person, unless the teacher want to do that. Okay, because sometimes teachers need to go earlier, because sometimes, okay, at 4:30 sharp, the teachers must go to transit. Okay, must go to the on duty, because we have teachers in duty from 4:30 to 5 p.m. Okay, so meaning that you have sometimes that teacher need to go urgently. Okay, so the last person, play your part, play your role to turn off the light and turn off the aircons. Okay, make sure of that. Okay, and you need to exit the classroom in orderly manner, meaning that kalau teacher kata kena beratur, you have to queue. Okay, you have to line up. Okay, don't just go. Especially we not allow boys and girls to mix each other. Kita tak nak boys and girls bump into each other on the door, the exit. Okay, because that is against our rule of ikhtilat. Okay, our rules of mixture between boys and girls. So you have to go in orderly manner, one by one. Okay, if the teacher said that, okay, boys, you can go first, then boys only. Okay, now it's the turn for the girls, then the girls can go out. Okay, please, because this is one of the school rules. Okay, weekly assembly. Okay, inshallah, this week we will promote you with the assembly. Okay, the first assembly of the year. Okay, the weekly assembly normally will be conducted on every Friday from 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Meaning that on Friday, before the recess period, we will have assembly. Okay. Okay. So students are to immediately gather at the assembly hall. Okay, we call our assembly hall as Uthmania Hall. Okay, before 8. Okay, normally the persons are in the same building with the hall will go straight, line up in the hall. The person in the next building normally will be accompanied by the teacher. Okay, teacher will bring the whole class to the hall, okay, for assembly. Okay, students are to pay attention during assembly. Okay, so when you just go inside the assembly hall, you must remain silent. Okay, just sit there and wait. No need to, oh, I want to speak now, I want to speak now, I want to talk. No. Okay, you have to wait. Okay, you have to remain silent in the assembly and watch what the teacher will do. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
and no need to turn on the microphone just now. Just wait. Just listen first. Okay, students are to remain in the class column. Okay, in the straight and orderly manner. Normally, we will make you line up in the following your class order. Okay, primary 1, primary 2, primary 3, primary 4. And even primary 1, we have one E-class, one Ihsan, one Izzah. We will make it into a line. Okay, so you have to remain in that class column. You cannot go to, oh, I want to talk with my brother at primary 6. You cannot do that. Okay, this is assembly. Okay, so you have to observe the rules of assembly. Okay. Okay, students are to comply to the instructions provided by the teacher or assembly attendant. Okay, you have to follow every instruction. Normally, during this time, the assembly will be conducted and will be controlled mainly by Muallim Faiz and Muallim Fazrin, okay, by the Nukoba unit. Okay, so you have to follow their instruction. If they say you have to remain silent, you have to remain silent. If they say you have to straight up your lines, then you have to straighten your lines. Okay, you cannot, don't want to follow, cannot. That is against the rules. Okay, so you have to follow. Okay. Now the ablution time. Okay, ablution time is wudu. Okay, waktu wudu. So during this ablution time, it is compulsory to take off the shoes. Okay, since our school is memang we ask you to take off the shoes, so no need to worry about it. But you have to take off your socks and whatsoever, and you have to put it properly. Okay, if you have pockets, you can put it inside your pocket. Okay, if you don't have the pocket, but normally your school trousers have pockets, so you can put it in the pockets. Okay, and then line up before performing ablution. Yes, even especially during this pandemic. Okay, during this pandemic, our SOP, if you have to line up 1 meter against each other. Okay, meaning that you have to line up and then take your time to perform the ablution. Okay, and then you have to perform your ablution in proper manner. Okay, take your wudu in proper manner. Maknanya tak payah nak laju-laju, basah-basah baju, no need. Okay, you can just fold your trousers, fold your lengan tangan and whatsoever. Then you can perform your ablution properly. Okay, and then don't forget to recite the dua after performing the ablution. This will be taught by your teachers later. Okay. Prayer time also same. Normally we have wudu time and then prayer time. Okay, during the prayer time also you have to remain seated until you are allowed to stand up. Okay, and then silent, especially during azan. Okay, these things sometimes you forgot to do. Okay, then teachers will keep on reminding you from time to time and time to time. So you have to oblige and stay silent. Okay, and then required to fill up the lines. Okay, fill in the soft. Okay, and then jawab your azan and whatsoever, your answer to the azan call of prayer, and then praise Allah after performing prayer. Okay, we have to do the dua and whatsoever, meaning that you have to make sure that you are ready because you are facing Allah during this time. Okay, you are about to meet Allah. Okay, so meaning that you are solat ni, the prayer is one of the best time to ask something from Allah. So that's why you have to observe the prayer time. Okay, next, officers. Okay, like I said before, student must give salam before entering the offices. Okay, you have to give salam. Okay, and then you have to ask permission first. Okay, without permission, you cannot go. You cannot enter without permission. Okay, so student might take turn to enter the office. Okay, because sometimes we have 5 persons want to see the teacher. Okay, we have 5 persons want to see the teacher. Sometimes we have 5 persons. Okay, we have 5 persons want to enter. Then you cannot just go inside there. Wait for your turn. Okay, let's say okay, Assalamualaikum teacher, may I enter? Okay, my name is Hamdi Ikhwan, I want to enter. Okay, Hamdi, come in. Then Hamdi only is allowed to be there. Other than Hamdi, you cannot go. You have to wait for your name, or you have to wait for the teachers to allow you to go in. Okay, remember that. Conversation and interaction. Okay, students must talk in proper language. Okay, this is one of our tarbiyah in the school. We are against the person who like to say harsh words. Okay, no harsh words in the school, no improper words in the school. Okay, if you think that you cannot, you keep on talking this, you have to throw that away. Okay, because this is our tarbiyah. Okay, you come to school to learn, so you have to take action against what you already learned. Okay, strive to speak in English and Arabic, meaning that Muallim, saya tak boleh cakap bahasa Melayu. Yes, me too. You are not alone. Okay, we also not really fluent English, but we've tried our best. Okay, we have to try our best to speak in English or Arabic or sometimes Mandarin. Okay, that we have to try to avoid to use Malay language, because this is not because we are against Malay. No. Okay, this is because our school mission, our school target is to make sure you are able to use this English, because English is among the most speaking by the people in the world. Okay, so you can use English in almost in all countries in this world. Okay, so that's why you have to learn, try your best to speak English. And sometimes our school also have students from not locally, it is from international. Like before, we had from Uzbekistan. Okay, so you have to try to speak in English in order for them to understand what you are speaking. Okay, next is maintaining social manner. There is good ikhtilat between boys and girls. Okay, if you want to talk to the girls, make sure you observe the rules. Okay, you cannot be alone, a boy and a girl in the classroom. Cannot. Okay, you have to try to avoid that. Okay, maintain social manner. You cannot boy play with girls, cannot. Okay, please. Okay, because this is Islamic teaching. Okay, we are teaching you to observe that social manner. That's why you have to try to follow. Later, when you get used to it, later when you go out of the school, you know how to interact with the different gender. That's why you have to learn this properly. Next, co-curriculum activity. Okay, during the co-curriculum activity, okay, later on Friday, you will know what is co-curriculum activities. Okay, so basically, we have our co-curriculum activities. So you have to follow the rules. Okay, you have to follow the rules by the co-curriculum punya teacher. Okay, let's say you are in one club, in media club, let's say, or you are robotic club. You have to follow all rules by them. Okay, so let's say you are being taken out by the school, by the teacher to join other sport. Let's say kita ada friendly football, friendly soccer, whatsoever. Okay, then you have to observe every rules made by that teacher. Okay. Same with field trip and educational visit. Okay. Normally, if you have this, we will obtain the permission from the headmaster, and we must be accompanied by at least one teacher, one advisor, and anything must be made through the headmaster. Okay, and then the attire must follow the rules. Let's say field trip, we are allowed you to wear the t-shirt, wear the cap. Okay, don't overdo it. Okay, Muallim tak nak tengok. I don't want to see any person that bring the cap with something that's not good to be shown to others. Okay, contohnya dekat cap tu ada gambar yang tak baik. Okay, you cannot wear that kind of cap. Okay, even though we allow you to wear the cap, the hat, you have to observe the appropriate dress. Okay, you have to follow the rules. Okay. Lost and found items. Okay, each of the students have to take care of their own belongings. Okay, maknanya you have to take care of your own things. The school won't be responsible for that because you are the one that bring it. Okay, last time we found a G-Shock watch. I know the price is above 500, but no one. We already asked you during the assembly, but no one claiming it. So that thing is out of our control. So you are the one that bring that item, so you are the one that should be responsible for that. Okay, and we have lost and found area. Okay,
Was it green?
if you found something from if you lost something, then you can ask the teacher, or you can go directly to the lost and found area.
Green.
Okay, you can find your thing there.
Green?
Please turn off your microphone.
Was
Okay.
that green?
Turn off your microphone, mute your mic. Okay, so if you lost something, you can find your thing in that lost and found area. Normally, we will put you a rack, okay? Rack and baskets. So we put all that items there. So you can find your item there. If you find, then Alhamdulillah, that is your rezeki. But if you cannot find it, then we cannot do anything because it is out of our control. That's why our advice is you do not bring any valuable item to school. You just bring your own school related only. Okay, let's say the books, your hijab, your socks, your shoes, then that is only. And do not bring expensive item. Contohnya smiggle. Okay, if you bring that expensive item, then if it lost, then it is your own responsibility. You can just bring the simple thing. No need to bring the expensive one. The function is just the same. Okay, so no need to bring expensive things to school. Okay, and do not bring too many money. Okay, too many amount of cash. 50 ringgits you bring every day to schools. If it lost, then it is your own responsibility. Okay, because we don't know. Okay, sometimes you tak beritahu pun, you not even tell us that you bring the money. So when you lost it, you suddenly find the teacher. So it is not our responsibility. Please, okay, try to avoid to bring valuable items or expensive things of big amount of cash to the school. Okay, okay, like I said before, any visitors, let's say your parents want to see you, want to fetch you, they have to ask permission to the headmaster. Okay, maybe they can direct to the homeroom teacher, and the home teacher will ask permission from the headmaster. Okay, you cannot simply ask your parents to come anytime. Okay, even if it's emergency, the parents normally will tell the teacher. Okay, no worry, inshallah the teacher will help you. Okay, we have many cases before, we have many experience before dealing with this kind of thing. Normally, it is not a problem if you follow the guidelines. Okay, no worries. School staff and equipments. Okay, you must take good care of your school equipments. Okay, please avoid vandalism. Vandalism is destroying properties of others. Okay, you cannot damage the school property, like the seat, the chair. Sometimes the kids sometimes the students like to sit on the chair with two legs. So patah, okay, the chair is damaged, broken. So that kind of thing, if you do that, then we will ask you to compensate. Okay, we have to ask you to replace it. So please take good care of the school equipment. Okay, and school equipment cannot be carried out by you, okay, except by permission. They say, oh, I like this chair, I want to bring this chair to my home. Cannot. Okay, you must just live there in the school. Okay, no need to bring it back to your home. Okay, damaged and lost equipment must be reported to teachers. Okay, let's say you accidentally broken a leg of your table. You have to report it to your teacher. Okay, don't be afraid. Okay, let's say if you're not being frank there, if you're not being amanah, then bigger action will be taken against you. So you have to avoid it. If you just surrender yourself to the teacher, I'm sorry, I accidentally break this table. Then we will think about other methods. Okay, we will discuss further. No worries. Okay, we not simply just slap you, we not simply just punch you because of that. Okay, don't worry, the teachers are your friends. Okay, no worries about it. Okay, school compound and cleanliness, you have to take care of cleanliness of the school, anything in the school, any place in the school, in the classroom, in the canteen, in the dining hall, in the bathroom, in the toilets. Okay, yes, you have to take care of it. Okay, after you use the toilet, flush properly and then wash the floor. Okay, I think you yourself don't like if you want to go to toilet and then suddenly the toilet is very smelly. Okay, you don't like it, so don't do it to others. Okay, make sure after you use the toilet, flush the toilet and then clean up the floor. You just take the water and you just wash the floor. Very easy. Not even take 5 minutes pun. Sekejap je. So take care of the things properly. Okay. This amount is restricted area. You cannot enter without permission. Okay, headmistress or headmaster office. Okay, this is actually the previous slide. Before this, we have headmistress. Okay, now headmaster office. Okay, teacher's room. Out of the school compound, meaning that out of the gate. Okay, we have gate. Okay, in our area, we have the door. You cannot simply get out of that. Okay, our door is protected by the security. Okay, you need to use the access card whatsoever, and inshallah this will protect you in the school compound. So but sometimes, okay, you see that teachers get out, then you suddenly get out too. You cannot do that. Okay, you have to remain in the school premises. Okay, meeting room also not, you cannot enter without permission. Lab, okay, like science lab, computer lab also, and elevator, lift. Okay, you cannot use the lift unless with permission. Let's say, oh, I want to get up faster, then I want to use the lift. Cannot. The lift is only for the teachers and staffs only. Okay, not for the students. Okay, because the teachers sometimes need to bring many books, many things, laptops and whatever. That's why teacher need the lift. Okay, so you cannot use the lift. Okay, prohibited items. Okay, items. This is among the prohibited items that you cannot bring to school unless with permission. Okay, reading books, novel cannot be brought to school. Okay, let's say you have nilam. Okay, during the nilam you need to bring the reading books. Then it's okay, but with the permission of that teacher. Okay, you cannot just bring any kind of book, because before this we found certain books that is not appropriate for you to read. You yourself doesn't know about it because you not reading it. Kamu belum baca dia lagi. Tapi we already know about that book, so you cannot simply bring any books to school. If you want to bring any reading books to school, ask the permission to the teacher. Okay, you can just snap the photo of the book and then give to the homeroom teacher. Then we will decide whether you can bring or not. Okay, notebook or scribble book. This meaning that buku yang tidak dibenarkan. Okay, the inappropriate books lah. Contohnya notebook that you are using to draw. Okay, you cannot bring it. Okay, if you want to bring it for the class, then you have to ask permission. Okay, diary, you cannot simply bring your diary because some of the students like to misuse the diary. They like to use the diary to curse their friends, to curse their teachers. Okay, they write something not good about the teacher in that diary. So it is prohibited to be brought to school. Okay, sharp object, knife, scissors, liquid paper, you cannot bring to school. Okay, liquid paper actually they have the sharp tips on the front. Okay, so we're not allowed you to bring. And then liquid paper is not something that you need to bring on because you will use the pencil. So no need for liquid paper. Okay, so do not bring your liquid paper. Okay, any types of toys. Okay, these types, any kind of toys, even though the toys is for keychain, cannot bring it to school unless with permission. Contohnya, you want to use it to decorate your class. Your teacher asks you to bring it during Islah subject or Pava subject. Then you can bring it, but with the permission of the teachers only. Okay, electronic gadgets. Okay, electronic gadgets is like handphone, tab, okay, iPod, iPad. You cannot bring it to school without the permission of the teacher. Okay, let's say the teacher asks you to bring for ICT, then it is okay. Okay, but the teacher must go through the process also. So first, the most important thing is obtain the permission first. Then you can bring it. Okay, jewelries. Okay, you cannot bring it. Electronic games. Okay, this actually will be taught later by Muallim Hisham. Okay, under the list of prohibited items. Okay, electronic games. Okay, like big games cannot. Okay, things that disrupt the learning process. Apa saja yang mengganggu proses pembelajaran. Okay, let's say you want to bring the horn, air horn. You play in the classroom. Cannot. Okay, because it is against the rules. This is prohibited food and drinks. We are not allowed you to bring fast food. Okay, but sometimes we will give you a bit of kelonggaran lah. Okay, maybe you want to bring KFC or whatever, but you have to obtain the permission from the headmaster first. Okay, is it allowed to bring or not? Okay, snacks and dessert. Okay, meaning that you have to try to avoid to bring nuggets and whatsoever during the recess time, because if you bring, then the other persons will ask for it. The person will cakap, why I cannot bring? You can bring. So, you have to avoid the fast food. Okay, students, turn off the microphone. Okay, snacks and desserts. Okay, you cannot bring chakadis, you cannot bring twisties whatsoever to school. Okay, drinks and soft drinks containing sugar. I guess also not allowed. Okay, cakes. Cakes is allowed with the permission. Let's say you want to celebrate your birthday, you can ask permission first, but not simply you can bring any day you want. Okay, you can consult this actually with your homeroom teacher. Then homeroom teacher will consult with Taadib and student affairs department and maybe headmaster. Okay, but these things you must negotiate with the your homeroom teacher first. Okay, this is basically the punishment. Okay, I think no need for me to elaborate further because we are out of time. Okay, but you can see here on the screen. Okay, we not allowed cigarettes, vape. Okay, electronic vapors is not allowed. Arak, okay, alcoholic drinks is not allowed. Okay, beating, threatening, bergaduh, fighting, punching, beating, whatsoever is not allowed in the school. Okay. Okay, this is the punishment basically. Okay, I think no need for us to list down, because if you breach any rules, then we will talk about it. Okay, we will tell you about this to you. Okay, but basically, if you don't breach any rules, you don't breach any law, then no need to deal with this thing. Okay, but this kind of offense may lead you to be suspended from the school. You cannot come to school. So please avoid, okay, big offenses. Okay, this is among the thing, okay. Serious offense, okay. This serious offense, okay, you cannot bring the unwanted photo to school. You cannot touch your opposite gender without with intention. Contohnya, you want to touch your friend's face, your girlfriend's face. It is not allowed in this school. Okay, because it is against the rules, so it is under serious offense. Okay, serious offense will lead to serious punishment. So avoid this. Okay, we will not compromise with bully. Remember that we will not allow you to bully your friends. Cannot allow. Okay, if we found a case, if we want you to bully a student, then we will take action against you. I will call you and I will bring these matters further to our headmaster. Okay, so jaga, okay, be careful, be alert, stay alert on this. Okay? This is one of the punishment. Okay, no need for me to tell you more about this punishment. Punishment, basically, we will tell you if you breach the law. If you not breach any law, not breach any school rules, then it's okay. Okay, so yes, so basically, those are the things that you need to know. Okay, those are the things that you need to observe. Do not breach the school rules. Okay, do not do things that will show your bad behavior. Okay, please maintain your bad behavior, maintain your good akhlaq. Okay, understood? Hopefully everyone may follow this. Okay, later in the next slot at 12 o'clock we will have the slot with Muallim Hisham. Maybe we can, I don't know, maybe we can just straightly go to Muallim Hisham, I don't know. Later we will wait for Muallim Faiz. Okay, but I hope that you can follow the rules of the schools. Okay, remember that. Okay, do not breach the school rules. Okay, after this, the slot by Muallim Hisham will be the slot for how you are going to wear, okay, what you can wear and what you cannot wear to school. Okay, I think that's all from me. We will see you inshallah later. Hopefully the pandemic will be reduced, then we will able to open the school, then we will meet you face to face. Okay, that's all from me. Assalamualaikum.